Good morning, good afternoon, good evening wherever you are. The stream is about to start. Grab your favorite drink. Sit back and relax. You're chilling with HexAsians. With your host, Crypto Vince, Uncle Kevin Hex, and Middle Class Working Man.
HexAsians? Nice.
Konnichiwa!
Emotional damage.
It's an altogether special birthday episode for Crypto Vince, who is obviously not here.
He's having too much fun. What do you reckon?
He's partying.
He has
in his
been
birthday
partying
suit.
too hard for the birthday. Yeah. Anyways,
All right.
Namaste HexAsians. I see a lot of same people watching. I don't know, like how are people joining this stream to get like how can they handle such torture? Sandy B, Nom Nom, Alan, all that Hex on Air, DJ Cryptomatic, Nardo
Hey,
for
yo,
the
yo.
win.
Hey,
Oh
DJ
my
Cryptomatic.
god. Same people. Let's see.
No, it's all good. You know, we have our core viewers, which is all nice and good. Papa, your audio's low. What's happened there?
I
Can you
don't know. Did you
Can
lower
you
me?
Nope, did nothing at all. You
Hello,
sound
hello,
really
hello.
soft.
Test, test, test. Pardon me. I did
God
not
bless.
mute in time for that sneeze. Maybe I got some on D-Rush.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Am I still low?
I think you should be good now.
Hello, test, test.
Yeah, fair enough. Should be
Welcome
fine.
to the additional green room session, everybody. It's great to be here with you, testing out our microphones.
That's great.
Thank
Hey,
you,
Papa.
DJ Cryptomatic, for the bless you. Yeah, in your language, it would be Gesundheit.
I learned something new today. I like what Dorsey has to say. We're in it for D-Raj's punishment. There you go.
Nice.
And Stockholm Syndrome
ex-
D. There you go.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah. But
Dorsey's already
there's-
going for my testicles. I mean, you couldn't wait 30 seconds into the program for the Papa's balls are hanging low joke. Yes. Yes. They sag all the way back. I've got a tuck under right into the donut seat.
Papa, I wasn't expecting you to be on stream because you gave me a heads up you weren't coming. So my intention was to make fun of you. So I did make a 19-second clip of the alleged surgery that you've been through, but it's clearly not what I've thought. But you know what? Either
Please,
way, I'm
go
just going to
ahead.
roll it.
Roll it. Go.
2 hours later.
Okay. Yes, it's true. I got a can extension. And my wife couldn't be more pissed off because every time she pops that top, I spray all over the place.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, D, are we doing the what are we drinking tonight thing or not?
Uh, actually, I I'm not drinking anything right now. I had my share of vitamin water earlier
Middle class,
because
how can he drink
I
anything?
was
He's got
drinking
a
over the weekend and
he's
I
got a
had a bit.
suit on.
What? Oh, that suit. Gotcha.
If he was drinking something, it would be dangerous.
Talking about dangerous
No, I think
drinks.
people do that. Like there is a what do you call it, straw or tubing for adding drinking water.
Do you care to explain yourself, D, what you were on the weekend? No? Am I
Oh, thank
frozen?
God, a Wales only has appeared.
Aha, what up?
Good stuff, Wales.
Speaking of Red Whores beer,
How's it going, guys?
it's great. I love the bear market. It's the most fun that you ever could have, seeing who are loyal, community members and who just say, forget about this.
Many of those out there, right?
Yep.
Yep.
It's, so Marian, I was drinking Red Horse earlier this weekend, not now. I do not condone drinking while on stream.
That's funny, Marion. That's
DJ Cryptomatic says 4 people on stream, shaking my head.
Anyways, but I think I baited a couple of guys into joining the stream by saying that I'm going to answer difficult questions in the tweet. I don't know. I saw someone mention that. So I'm expecting some serious questions to pop up. But till then, we will continue our nonsense. That's
Yep.
another thing. Like we cannot drop too much alpha at a single moment. Like you have to dilute it a bit so that it becomes digestible. Anyways,
I've got a public service announcement if it's not too early.
We've got 23 viewers.
23 viewers? Is it enough? We could wait.
Is
Wait
it
for
for
24?
Is it for normies or
Yeah, it's for anybody that it's for.
Okay.
I need everybody in chat's help. Maybe I'll announce it a couple of times. I don't mind doing that. Let me just say briefly.
sure?
There's a YouTuber or a personality that is clout chasing his way through YouTube and the cryptosphere, declaring, of course, and we've gone through this 6 months ago when the video first came out. There's a gentleman that is proclaiming, I've cracked the Trezor hardware wallet. And he has a
that guy.
picture of the beanie boy with the long hair, and he's looking like in victory. He's holding the Trezor and shit-eating grin. This guy's a fraud. Okay? I won't say that he didn't successfully use a chipset reader to read from the hardware wallet, but what he's doing is he's now he's okay, so the exploit that he's showing you that he actually was successfully able to perpetrate on this hardware wallet for his client was actually documented in 2017. It was then demonstrated at a hackathon in 2018 where the CPOs, that's Chief Product Officers, of Trezor and Ledger were both present. And both hardware wallets were exploitable in this method. Immediately after, the hackathon winners, who are like Asian kids, I think they were Korean, they won the hackathon for a beautiful new hardware wallet that they had proposed to make. They were looking for funding. They won the hackathon, didn't get their funding for some sneaky reason, but in this, they actually had a fix for that exploit that both Trezor and Ledger used. Rumor has it that some of these hackathon winners went on to join the ranks of Ledger and Trezor. They got jobs. They were very young, but they didn't get to make their hardware wallet. That's too bad, but it is just the way of things. Finally, my point is that the patch, the hardware patch, the software firmware patch to prevent this exploit being so simple, which this guy is demonstrating, was patched in 2018. So you can't just plug a device in and hook up all these wires right into the chipset reader. No, now you actually have to separate the chip from the silicon and plug it directly into the device, which is a little bit more involved. But it still is a known and acceptable vulnerability. You don't walk out of the house with your fucking hardware wallet. So that's a little bit of a fib. He's using an exploit that's already been patched, number one. Number two, this is not news, because if you look on YouTube and you do a search for Kraken Labs, you'll see the exploit done deftly in 9 minutes. Much more efficiently than this gentleman did with the latest patch, and it's a year earlier than he did his. So it's not a novel, hey, look at me, I'm a master hacker and I've just done something amazing, which is kind of the sensationalism that he's trying to win you over with, which is, like I said, borderline fraudulent. If I said, attention everybody, I just made a machine that makes water into ice, you'd say, the fuck is this? It's fucking, I got one of those in my an ice box in my kitchen. What are you talking about? But if I waited until, I don't know, refrigerators didn't exist anymore and you had forgotten about them, and then I come out and I say, I've got a brand new thing that I just discovered. It is the way to make water into ice in your very home. And you're like, well, that's crazy. I haven't heard of that for like ever, because my grandfather maybe had something like that, but this guy has invented it. So that's fraudulent, number one. Number two, there is no exploit that this gentleman is demonstrating that a passphrase could not stop. So as long as you had a passphrase, and if a sophisticated attacker got your hardware wallet, cracked it open, plugged it into the chipset reader, they still couldn't get your crypto because passphrase is not stored in local memory. So if you're stupid enough to take it out, and if it falls in the hands of a sophisticated attacker, and if they've got the chipset reader and the know-how and they can run the script, yes, they can get your seed. But if you use a passphrase, which is super simple, no problem. You're 100% safe. So no, Trezor, people are starting to stream in with these DMs. Has Trezor been hacked? I've seen it on YouTube. Yeah. No. We understand that this is a vulnerability. It's been documented since 2017. 2018 was a patch. Now this prick is coming out on YouTube saying that he's done some magic. So it's not news. Still, trust your hardware wallet, Ledger and Trezor. Why? Even though I've just outlined that they have a vulnerability? Because the alternative is a sealed, soldered together black box solution that's made in China. Which one do you want? Do you want to buy a Honda, a nice Honda or Toyota in the United States, where you can pop the hood and say, there's my engine, there's where I put the washer fluid, there's all my shit, I can see it works? Or would you like to get a Cherry car from China where the bonnet is, this is exaggeration, soldered shut? You don't know what the hell's under there. Go ahead, trust it. Personally, I want to make sure there's no reverse engineering attack in my stuff. And you should too. Here endeth the lesson. Ledger and Trezor only. Thank you.
Spot on. We'll do it a little bit later when we get more viewers. But yeah. So long story short, it's not a new exploit.
This never popped up in.
Dean?
I guess we lost him.
Oh well.
Take it and go.
He'll be back.
Take it and go.
Hey, I was just researching some bear market material just for fun, and then I remember just going through my phone and having screenshots and shit. Check out what I found.
What is this?
This is ETH's 2.0's plan, and this is 2020 proof of stake. Oh shit! Yep,
That's a
and late
meme.
by 2 years.
They make their own memes.
As long as you are aware, sir.
We stepped on the hose by accident.
Yes, my internet.
I think what he wants to say is the internet gods have forsaken him. Let me help. That will work. We'll see. Nope, still wrecked. Still wrecked. Yes, proof of air.
So I like the comment that Ahmad made right after that one. The best exploit to lose your crypto is to send it to a centralized entity.
There you
Period.
go. Yep.
Yep. That's him. Oh, have you guys heard? Or rather, we already know that. He's on the run again.
What? Who? What?
I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, you don't think that's real? Okay.
Nah, the reason I don't think that's real is because everybody saw him do what he was doing. All these people know he is just one integral cog in the wheel. If he does get a slap on the wrist, it'll just be for show. Because you can't sit here and tell me that he got to promote his crap for 2 years straight, get everybody wrecked, and then nothing happens. Of course nothing's going to happen. That's exactly how Wall Street works. Who on Wall Street has been punished or had to run? Who? Give me one person, I'll wait. And the answer is zero, because there is none. And you're not going to find one. So I would say that that's false.
Speaking of false, middle class, can you get me away from this hot logo? It's hurting
Oh,
my
yeah,
ear.
Yep.
Dang.
Oh,
Not there,
I'm
but
glad.
give me Wales'. I'll take Wales' spot for $100. Thank you.
I'm on Daily Double.
It's $100 internet money, which
Yep.
basically means doesn't exist. Let's see. What have I got here? Yes, Telemundo. That's Wales's cover. There we go. D, you okay now? Are you back?
I hope so. I pray so. Now I have no idea what happened in the past few minutes. So I assume everybody's joking about my internet. Yeah, I think
Yep.
my internet is kind of sponsored by Solana. Keeps going down.
Got him.
Oh, yep.
But since I'm overly invested in that, I have to use it anyways.
Yep.
Many, but and what I was going to say before this, I forgot it. Like but yeah, I never got recommended about the treasure hack in my YouTube stream. Or I think I blocked most of the trolls in Twitter as well, so I don't get didn't get that either. But yeah, I do remember something like that coming out in 2018. Like even with Ledger, there was this Foo Babe hack. I think
Hmm.
that may, something I from what I'm hearing from Papa, I think he might have used an older firmware just
He
to
did.
make it possible.
Yep.
He did,
Yeah,
but
so
it doesn't change the fact that you can still do it, but it's more involved. And the video from a year before from Kraken Labs put it out. It's got no celebrity person. It's just hands of somebody going through the exploit in about 10 minutes. They use a hot what is it, a heat gun to heat the chip off of the silicon. They extract it, and then they can connect it up directly with the chipset reader. That's the patched version of the exploit that you have to go through. And this gentleman is just connecting it up with the actual USB connector and a few other wires to actually get the amplitude. So he's the pre-patch saying that,
mhm.
and he's like acting like it's Mission Impossible. It's like he's like sweating. His hands are all sweating. Oh, my hands are sweaty. I gotta wipe them off. This is really. Oh, if I don't crest the red wire, the building's gonna explode. It's ridiculous the way that he made this.
Yeah.
You know.
And this is kind of a major trend on YouTube as well. Like they people stealing other people's IP or ideas and just
Yeah.
reposting that stuff, either by putting a voiceover on it or just doing a cheaper version of it,
Yeah.
or
But there's
just
something more sinister. There's something more sinister I want to point out. I bet you I bet you dollars to donuts that this guy is going to show up. The pattern is such, it's pointing to him pacing it out, and at some point he's going to come out saying, I endorse this shitty solution wallet that I have actually helped to create, because absolutely you know me as the guy that cracked the Trezor. I cannot crack this one, therefore you should use it. And that's what I'm fearing, is that he's going to have this, you know,
yeah,
he's put in the
probably
time. Yeah.
probably will post a affiliate link to the new whatever new hardware wallet he wants to sell. Like
Mm.
Yep.
crypto industry never changes.
Yep.
Um,
Whatever he supports, I would suggest not going that direction in advance.
yeah.
Okay.
And second thing I wanted to address, so one of Alan Fizemi's allegation that I had tweeted that why is everybody excited when hex price is going down. Well, of course you have reworded those my tweet, but what I was saying is, first of all, I didn't just tweet. I had put graph or other chart of the hex price on Uniswap V2 using Heiken candles, which were showing a clear reversal. So my see that's one of the problem. Like people don't read and understand charts by themselves, so they construe everything unless you explicitly state, look to the moon or to so bullish. people don't understand the context of it. So basically, it's about my excitement because it looks like we have bottomed out and moving upwards. We were about to break the Bollinger Bands, but like always, I think I spoke too soon and I have kind of underestimated the greed of people. Uh, so now I'm not sure whether we have reversed or not because we saw, yeah, you can see what's happening on the price chart. So any other questions?
Are we still trending at all with that dollar hex thing? I can't see it no more.
Uh, no, it that see the main reason for it trending was because of the Bloomberg and
Yep.
the other Times articles, and the main reason for it trending was because of all the haters commenting on those posts rather than the post themselves. Hexicans reposting, of course.
Uh,
Like Hexicans then joined on and made it trend for a couple of days, but again, trending on Twitter and price is decorrelated. Rather, the trend may even be a lagging indicator. So anyways, but I'm excited like always. And then had a couple of trolls like, oh look, he's a seller, he's trying to further the price down. Yeah, please, please, if you haven't been watching my streams, go back from the early days. Like, I have been one of the most bullish person in Hex. Like, I still believe in my $100 Hex by 2024. So yeah, and plus there is this Bollywood dialogue like, मेरी ज़रूरतें कम हैं इसलिए मुझ में दम है. my my necessities are very few, so really I don't need to sell to do hex flexing like just to. I don't need I don't need $1,000 $5,000 tracksuits. I already have $1 million birthday suit which I'm very happy with, and I don't have to sell hex for anything.
Few, sir. Few.
hey, Super Hexwin. Shout out to Super Hexwin. For some reason, everyone thinks I'm dumping. No.
Well, that's because they would. That you know why that happens? It's because that's what they would have to do in order to be riding private jets. People project. The most important thing you can learn about a human being is that they react based on their
Uh,
own preconceived notions, not on you. Learn that, and you'll be successful.
Yes, Dorsey, you've got
yeah,
3 of those plates. What is it, D?
no, yeah, projection is another part. Plus, see, guys, when I will hex flex, you won't see it from my tweets. That is not flexing; it's just showing off. Real flex, you will hear it on international news that that so and so city was destroyed by bomber planes. Man.
You know how that
Anyways,
goes.
That's okay, D. I understand you're I think you said this before. You're an Indian maximalist, so you would definitely go out and grab territory for India. Good for you.
As you do.
mm, it, yeah, I think the what you call appropriate term is hyper nationalist. So
Hmm.
it's more than I'll get into it sometime. Let's not talk politics here. Like, but that's my standpoint. I'm a hyper nationalist. Uh, anyways, but yeah, we should do kind of I will do a space or a Twitter space regarding political talk sometime later. But because that's the in thing right now, you can see. I I know what's happening in the US is completely different, but things happening in India are even more crazier, and I find them much more interesting or rather entertaining. So yeah, sometime maybe. So if you haven't follow me on Twitter, I do Twitter Spaces often. Yeah, so that was one of the things. Yeah, shill my Twitter. I need like 170 followers to get 1,000 followers. That is my target for 2022. Anyways, good night, Hex Down Under. Go to sleep. Good night. Don't let the bedbugs bite.
I think he lives on a farm, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So how about that weather, guys? Are you getting crazy weather over here in Tokyo? It was shit today. 97 degrees Fahrenheit and 54% humidity. This is just terrible. You're going into winter now, middle class, right?
Yep, we're already in winter, smack in the middle.
Lovely.
So, is
Uh,
that the reason
yeah.
why? Go ahead.
No, that's I what that is a normal day in what Papa described is a normal day in
It's
the
cold and wet.
Philippines,
Oh.
like normal weather every day. Uh, it's rainy season, supposed to be rainy season, right? So we get some kind of a relief, but still hot as hell. But I'm
Jeez.
used to this kind of hot and humid weather. I prefer it over cold.
Oh, I definitely prefer any kind of
Basically,
hot over cold.
my basic conser- matter is like it's easier to cool yourself down than to warm yourself up. So that's why I prefer hot weather, like it
That's
hot and
true.
sweaty.
Is that the
Oh, yeah.
reason why Crypto King's not here?
Yeah, your tax dollar is hard at work, apparently. I don't have a swimming pool to play in. He's living
Is that
pretty well.
is that a public pool? It looks like a public
That's like
pool
a
to
that's
me.
a
Yeah,
base. It's a
he was
base pool,
exhausted
man.
from the heat.
Base pool. Gotcha.
Yeah, and you see the rock climbing. Show the rock climbing video.
All right, let's do it.
Look at Ball. Yeah, it's hard.
There you go.
The funny thing is he's proud of this, and he actually sent that to us, knowing that we would laugh our asses off at him failing like that. That's good.
Yeah. But it's fun. I have never seen a rock wall at the pool either. Like we had a in Mumbai, there is a park near my house. So there we had this rock. They set up a new rock climbing patch, and then one day when we were sitting at the in the park smoking some stuff, and then I decided to climb up up the wall. And see, the advantage I have, I am skinny, so I don't have much weight, so it's easier for me to climb, and I climbed on top. And then I was looking down as to how do the hell do I get down now. It was and all my friends at the were sitting there
Sorry,
down
I can't hear D-Raj over the Telemundo.
Hold
Oh,
on.
my bad. I didn't.
It's better.
Go ahead, D.
Eh, anyways, no, it was just like I was on top of the wall climbing patch, thinking how will I get down, and all my friends were laughing at the bottom, like it was funny at the time. Not, I don't know, it's funny.
No, good stuff.
Good old memories.
Hey, D, just before I forget, I think you said you wanted to talk about the 3T share auction from Hedron. No?
Oh yeah, right. Good thing. Let's go through it. Like, yeah, we are in the mid. The thing was, I don't know how can someone just let their three t-shirts get auctioned off like that. Like, either one, it was the wallet was hacked or lost. Like somebody forgot their keys, or somebody forgot to that those three t-shirts existed.
Sorry, go
And
ahead.
or the other possibility is that it was done deliberately, knowing that uh, it was a way to kind of burn off some of the extra hadron, because all the hadron that is used to, I think, it's supposed to burn, right? When you pay off the auction, it gets burned. So that that is a higher possibility, like somebody did it on purpose, because the bid that I saw on the t-shirts, it was, for me, it was crazy high. And I wanted to address it, because I don't like auction. It's like bargaining, right? And when somebody does a very bad bargain, I feel bad. Like I so the thing is, how should one, okay, consider how to bid, because this is what is commonly known as a winner's curse. Like when you win an
A
auction,
Vinner's
but you
curse?
are, yeah, WINNER.
A winner's curse. I got it. Thank you.
Winner's curse. not, not a winner's curse.
Not a wiener's curse. No.
Win, but so that's when the you end up paying up extra for what you are bidding. And usually there is, the auction system is adjusted. So like, I think it's Dutch auction, where you the highest bidder wins, but the bidder pays what was the second highest bid for the item. That's how it is counteracted, but this is not the mechanism in uh, the current auction system for Hedron. So people are ending up paying much more. So a slight tangent to this, we have to consider what is the intrinsic value of the object that is under auction. Now, what is intrinsic value? I think a lot of people have, like, it is a very common term thrown around by even by crypto influencers and legacy market influencers alike. There is no, I Bitcoin has no intrinsic value, kind of thing. But what is intrinsic value? It is the least common multiple that everybody agrees to pay. Now, for example, let's say there is a gold mine, and let's say it has like 4 tons of gold in the mine. And for simplicity, let's say the gold is valued at uh, $400 million eh, at current market value. So all everybody kind of agrees that that uh, um, mine is intrinsically worth, uh, or to be exact, the intrinsic value of the gold mine is around 400 million. But if a mining company is going to bid for the gold mine, then what should be their maximum bid? Should it be 400 million? Should it be more than 400 million, or less than 400 million? Uh,
Yeah.
so, sim- so what do you think, guys? If there is a gold mine, you are going to bid for it. It's it has $400 million worth of gold in it. Should you bid for 400, bid the value of the mine as at 400 million, or more or less?
Less.
For sure, less.
Yep.
Gonna make a profit on that.
Gotta make a
Well,
profit.
you
Yeah,
got to think about
that's the
all the construction, all the liability, all the manpower, all the gas, all the smelting overhead, all that shit. Hey,
yeah,
I've seen
yeah,
Gold
yeah,
Rush. Come on. Staking claims and selling
yeah.
them
So
on to people that will actually do the work. You got to make profit every step of the way. It's like distributorship and then resellers. It's the channel type of thing. Is that what you're getting at,
so yeah,
D-Raj?
yes, yes, and that's becomes the part of the speculative value. Like every mining company that will bid will have a different cost structure. So that is how we will the have a different valuation for every mining company. So similarly, what happened in this scenario, there are 3 t-shirts for um, uh, auction. So first of all, you have to calculate what is the value of those t-shirts. How do you do that? It is, we have to measure that as one t-share is equal to one t-share. I think I've went across about this in last stream as well. So you're because
Excuse me, D-Raj.
even
I got to say something. In the chat, it's the most random things I'm picking up on here in chat. Patrick Farmer is looking for a hamster. Why? Why is this happening in our chat? Anybody got a hamster? And then DJ Cryptomatic is a hamster. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Even better. It's a bear market, not a hamster market. Aori.
yeah,
Marcavelli is
yeah,
learning how to
yeah.
type, and that's apparent. Sorry, D-Raj, please continue.
But I don't know why he wants a hamster. Like, I don't know. The hamster meat
Well,
doesn't
there's
taste
a
that good.
certain fetish. There's like out of a kink. People have it race up the rectum. So maybe that could be what he's needing a hamster for right now.
I
Oh, he has a
maybe he
snake.
has.
He has a snake.
Yeah.
Oh, I want.
Better.
Oh,
I think bald white mice are much better as pets. You
maybe
can
he lives
also
in the
do.
Hamptons. Yeah. This is all this. I like how this is evolving in the chat. It's very organic. We're exploring the hamster idea. Now we've come to the idea of the Hamptons. No hamsters here. We save that for
Yeah.
the food section of the stream. Very nice. Very nice. Any want to trade recipes for hamsters? Anybody? There's not a lot of meat on those bones.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
Hamster in the Hamptons.
Anyways, I prefer chicken meat. But I lost my train of thought. We were at one T-share is equal to one T-share. Yeah.
Yep.
We were at so 3 T-shares staked for
Tell us-
5 days.
Everyone, please check your spelling. You're going really. Hamster does not have a P. Guinea pigs does not have 2 N's and an E. Gentlemen, please. Gwyn pigs. Yes.
It's
Papa,
linguine
I think
pigs.
I've told you before.
Guinea
Papa.
pigs. Yes.
Uh,
What's going on?
Now
I was
Dorsey
expecting somebody to-
Dorsey got the best one. Dorsey for the win.
Yeah, he won.
Dorsey wins. That's what I was waiting for. Yes. Yep. Say no
But-
more. That's the end. That the hamster is the hamster chalice goes to Dorsey.
But Papa, not to be offensive or anything, but you are already retired now thanks to Hex. You don't have to play English teacher anymore. You can relax on correcting the grammatical mistakes.
Actually,
But-
this is my retirement. It's to teach those that somehow glanced over elementary school, spelling. Yes. It's
There's
my-
other
my-
hobbies, Papa. There's other hobbies.
I can't find them. They're not. There you go. Yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
That's the other hobby I got. Okay,
Grammar
Tin Top.
police.
Graham Moore.
Got him.
Graham Moore.
He just wants to set you off. It's
Yeah, I
trigger.
know. It is. Go ahead.
Where was I? Yeah, so three T-shares with a stake length of 5,555 days. You can calculate using the Hex website itself, or by using Stake Hex today. I think that's the website. steakhextoday.com, I think. So it comes out to be just a sec. Steakhex.today. So 3D shares, you can like it has the option to generate what you call uh, test stakes like for just a sec. Let me. I hope the internet gods are helpful. Let me share my screen.
Many, many minutes later.
That was funny.
So
Oh yeah.
Yep,
yeah,
there we go.
can you guys see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yep.
this is Stake Hex today. If you sorry enter the wallet address, you can see all your stakes and how much. If you connect the wallet, it shows up automatically. So yeah, the current share price is around 23,850. And if you are having this for 5 days, I think if you so, yeah. So yeah, for about so this is what you get. So this is the price or the intrinsic value of those T shares. So now you have to convert this into Hedron. You the website I recommend is Coin Ranking. I think it's one of the kind of. Oops, did I just show my internet history?
Porn,
I
No.
porn,
hope not.
porn, 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 and coin ranking. Yes.
Yeah. So here you can search for Hedron.
Nom nom. It's not. It's not you. Believe me. It's not only you.
And so $955. So your maximum bid should have been this much, but somebody bid about uh, 2 billion, I think. About 1 billion and 800 million, which was the I think the winning bid. So they paid about 30% extra for what uh, they should have actually bid.
So it's
So
30% more expensive, was it?
yeah, so they could have easily bought new T shares, taken more hex out of the market, and pumped the hex price as well simultaneously. So kind of, I was like, I was kind of very disappointed. You know, it kind of reminded of me of my childhood when my mom used to send me to the grocery store to buy some coriander or what you call cilantro in US English. Um, and I would come and she would be like, "You only got this much for 5 rupees. You've been had. You should learn to negotiate." So that was the whole point. Please be
I
careful.
thought the story was like Diraj went to the grocery store on Monday, by Thursday he starts on his way back, and he got so hungry he started eating the coriander on the way back for sustenance to make it all the way back home. The punchline is that the market was only 300 meters away
Yeah.
because
Anyways,
he makes his way very slowly.
yeah. But the big moral of the story is stop overpaying for stuff. Do a bit of calculation. You have your if you are going to bid for those t-shirts on Hedron, you are using a computer anyway. Just use the calculator as well on the computer. Yeah.
That's true. That is true. And if that is the adage,
More.
D-Raj is the winner.
Yes, Dheeraj for the win.
Hey, talking about overpaying for stuff.
Is today the 27th? Is that like,
Well,
wow, that's crazy.
that's 27 to me, though. Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm just making sure we're still in the same like time frame and stuff. Pretty
Yeah, it was
crazy.
2 hours ago.
I thought I was late to Bitcoin, but apparently not.
Late to getting wrecked. What?
Huh?
Don't know.
Hilarious.
Yes, Nom, that is the whole point. Rewatch the stream. We need more views. We want our channel to be more viral.
Thank you, Hex on here.
Let me ask you guys a question. Do you think a debate between Sailor and Richard Hart would be worth having? I don't think so. I think it would be a waste of everybody's time. Yeah, didn't think so.
Not at all.
I don't think Sailor has a know-how or any.
Doesn't know anything. Yeah, doesn't know
He just
anything.
has to double, triple down on what he bought. That's it. That's all
That's
he
it.
is.
Yep.
There is only one Bitcoin.
Maybe if he is like kind of sedated or tranquilized with a little bit of Xanax, he's less hyper. He's less hyper kind of thing. Then maybe he can have proper talk. Otherwise, he just no. Otherwise, it's not no need or really no use.
Hey, 2 seconds. I'm just gonna pour a drink. Hang on.
Oh, you got your nitro, huh?
The nitrous cup.
I don't think I need a toilet break to stream.
Amazing. Your thimble-sized bladder made it this long, and you don't even need a potty break.
Nope.
Good for
Not at
you,
all.
man. So you're cathetering it, aren't you? Proof. Show us. Oh, there's a cat.
What the fuck?
I knew it. Cheating.
Shit. Nah, it's bear market stuff, right? It's getting boring. You're just gonna have to wait it out, don't you?
Only 89 more days by Wales Only's calendar.
It's not
Is
my
that true?
count, bro. It's the Bitcoin cycles count. Stop like giving me shit that I'm not creating. What the fuck is wrong with you?
No. It's not. Hey, concentrate here. It's not Bitcoin's average cycle. It's Hex's average bear market cycle.
Well, if everything is supposed to be tied to liquidity, then you would presume that it's all the same. Shouldn't be separate.
But you, sir, mentioned it would be roughly 154 days on our last stream. So we should be
Nah,
one
that
of
was
four.
that was for Bitcoin.
Yeah, that
That
was
wasn't
for
for
Bitcoin.
Hex. Yeah.
I'm making that same point. Yes, that's for Bitcoin. But for Hex, you said it was 94 days last week.
Right.
So now we're on the same page.
Right. But my point is, don't attribute it to me because it's not mine. Because people come at me like if I'm the one making up the shit.
No. You were looking at the
Oh, I know.
averages.
But it's the way you said it. I'm trying to help you out.
Oh,
Because people gonna come
clear-
asking you, like you got a direct connect to me about some shit that ain't got nothing to do with me.
I
'Cause
got
people
you
are
right
stupid like
here.
that. No,
I got you right
Not
here. If
listening.
I
You don't got me right here. People are dumb like that. They will come asking you to check me on some shit that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was an opening, whereas you would be able to say this. So
Right.
I'm glad you said it.
It's like people asking me about that the doubling average. I was nice
The
enough to show them.
average,
Well,
average
clearly that means
doubling.
nothing. Clearly that means nothing. It's supposed to happen every fucking X amount of days because that's the average.
I know you got shit because they don't understand the word average. I understand that.
Well, I
And
guess
I
shit because
understand,
people don't understand anything.
and,
So that's
and,
irrelevant.
and I'm doing the same. I'm doing the same thing now. I'm saying, and in big flashing lights, average bear cycles of Bitcoin and Hex. We must have something like, 194 days for Bitcoin left and 94 minus 7. So we're now cracking the 80s for Hex. If you consider that they're averages and have no freaking influence on the future, there's no way to draw them as a rule. It is simply
Yeah, it's just a
a
consistent
single
pattern
point
that you
of
can see.
data.
Yeah,
Single data point.
just a consistent pattern that can be identified, and that's all it is. That's all it is. That's all markets are. People think they can step in here and be like, oh yeah, ABC 1 2 3. No, it's not how it works. It's strictly ambiguous. You have no idea what, when, who, what, where, or why, and that's always going to be the case. Now, the basis of using mathematics is to give you some reference point. If you don't want it, then go fuck yourself. It's really simple.
Cool. Well, there you have it.
Otherwise, what do you got? When this, when that, when this, when that.
I
That's it.
know. I know.
Yeah,
We get
so
better
people got to understand. That's the point of me making these comments. Is not to be a dick or nothing. It's real. Like you need to understand that because guess what? The market doesn't give a shit. Look at it. It does not give a shit. If it did, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. That's why it's important to understand that. What's the point of how many times you've called the bottom? How many times? Oh, what's the next blah 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 for price? It doesn't matter, bro. Unless you're selling today, tomorrow, next week, next month, it just doesn't matter. And even if you are selling next week, you don't actually know what's gonna happen in the next 7 days. That shit could shoot up to fucking $1 in the next 7 days because somebody just feels like pumping it. That's how markets work.
I agree.
Well, the problem is that we need to speak that way. We can't pretend to be furus and then not be. Because what happens is when you speak in a fashion that alludes to, yes, this is for sure 90 days left until you can't talk like that. It might
No,
be.
I did not. I said
No.
the average.
Yes,
The average,
but Papa,
based on the
here's the
averages
point.
observed
Here's
in the past.
I heard you. But the point is, you said something that nobody else would receive that way. You got to say it how I said it. Break it down, speed it to them in little rice-sized bits so that if they come back and talk shit to you, they can't say shit to you. Because when you say it normally, what happens? Oh, but Papa said blah, 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 blah. When you didn't say shit. And that's the problem. You didn't actually say anything. That's why it seems like I'm attacking you, but I'm not. I'm like, hold on. It's this small sentence with like 6, 7 words, and there's so much, and within those 6, 7 words, that people are gonna take it, run with it, say, "Hey, mark this shit on your calendar. That's when the bear market is over," and let the price go sideways from that day. Sideways, not down, not up, just sideways. Let it not go up. It's the end of the world. Because people don't know a fucking thing and they don't try to educate themselves. Nature of the beast.
Yeah. Speaking of price, let's do a little bit of charting. Let me see. I hope this works again. Wait a minute.
Where we at? What,
Let
four
me
cents?
share
4.2? Everybody thought
4.2.
now.
everybody thought we was never gonna see 4 cents again because we hit five. You see, like these are the kinds of things that what's like where you getting these ideas, where you getting these notions from. Like just like when people were all hype about 20 cents. Oh, we hit 20 cents. And I'm like, who gives a fuck about 20 cents? What happens next? A month later we're at fucking 3 cents. Learn how markets work.
Can you?
Shit doesn't matter.
Hold on. Yep.
Uh, I, I hope this is visible enough. Again, what I'm using is uniswap.hex.vision, using the Uniswap V2 price, mainly because the V3 price has a lot of wicks, and this, like, normally we average out like the price most. This is kind of the oldest real market where there was any substantial volume, so this price is what I normally track. I am using Heikanashi candles
Candles. Yep.
because they look prettier, basically. They show trends much more clearer, and mm, so we see that the MACD just crossed over a few days back, where we had this. Well, this for me it looks like a perfect V bottom, but we cannot say that now. And we have just like tested the top Bollinger Band. We are back at the kind of at the average Bollinger Band, uh, or the middle line. Hopefully, we'll bounce off from that and break the upper limit, which should, and the next big kind of resistance should be around 6 cents. Like if we cross 6 cents, then we'll continue the uptrend, hopefully. But I generally tend to underestimate the greed of people. I will stop sharing this.
So
Uh,
what should happen based on what D just showed us? What should happen is we hit resistance, 5, 6 cents, whatever it was. But we should retrace back down to 3, 3.5 cents, and then continue higher. If this is an actual bottom, and if the sellers are done being stupid, that's how it would work. Does it mean that it will work that way? No. And that's what you got to understand about
yeah,
markets.
yeah, yeah. These are predictions which usually go wrong, at least for me.
Yeah.
The but one one of the other things which is very bullish for Hex is, I think, the two new tokens that are going to be launched, which are built on top of Hex, namely uh, Base and Team, to where you will be able to trade in your maxi tokens to buy team, to get team tokens, and you will be able to exchange Hex to buy base tokens, which and the Hex that is submitted to the base contract will be staked for 1 year, and which would be a rolling stake. So my prediction is this is just some sharks who are trying to arbitrage that opportunity, which we kind of saw during the Maximus launch as well. Like, people minted Maxi, then on the Uniswap market, Maxi was more than one hex, so they used to sell their Maxi for more than one hex and make, so like, make profit from the difference. So we'll see this happen again. I think these are just sharks trying to do the same thing again. So let's see what's happening. Let's see.
Markets are markets, and people dictate what happens in them, and that's something that people really need to wrap their head around. Because Hex is a pure market. It's not a centralized market that's sitting on an exchange where you have these intermediaries doing what's best for them for the price. Like, people are not. It's hard to get that, and I get it because we're used to seeing what we're used to seeing. But as I've been letting you guys know for the past 18 plus months, that is not crypto. That is a fake stock market. You don't know what you're looking at. Hex is not that. Keep playing TA, get TA prizes. That's how it works. You gotta just let the market do the work, dollar cost average, because this is brand new tech. Unless you're taking small gains off the table, you shouldn't be selling more than any of your bag than you need. Right? So people talking about price projections and all this shit, you're doing it wrong. You're gonna get left behind, and that's a fact, not an opinion. You need to understand this is a long-term game. You need to be always buying, rarely selling, if you are selling. And that's of course going to be proportional to your bag and how you understand markets. So if you see these people that got outsized quantities of hex and all this selling, and they're pushing the price down, well, what does that tell you? That tells you that they're ignorant or incompetent. That's not an opinion. Those are facts, folks. Trying to ascertain which one is irrelevant because you will never be able to. And that's how markets work. That's why we must always operate from a basis of ambiguity and be comfortable in that aspect, in that respect. How else are you going to find success? You can't, because you're going to be too busy waiting for somebody to tell you what to do and how to do it. And there is nobody out there to do that for you. You have to make that decision, and you have to be okay with the risk that you're taking. Nobody else can force that reality into your head. Not me, not Richard, nobody. You got to do the work. You got to set your risk parameters. You got to know what your risk parameters are. And that's how it works. So if you're listening to me, listening to anybody and thinking, oh, they predicted this, that's what's going to happen, well, you get what you deserve. Because a prediction is literally irrelevant. It's based upon nothing. That's why it's called a prediction. Look it up. Like, look it up. Because it's kind of
Yeah.
crazy. It's kind of crazy that people think that things are just supposed to happen because somebody said so. Like, no, it's a game of non-absolutes at all times. Go ahead.
I thought a prediction
No,
was when you take your penis out of your pants.
That's a post-diction.
A post-diction, sorry.
It's okay.
Right?
But before you smack somebody with it.
Ah, but
This is a good account, by the way. I like just reading it.
I just read another tweet from this guy, like, where he was like, there was this guy who was bullying me in high school, and he asked me for uh, crypto advice. So I told him to short the resistance, and just to make him suffer. But what happened is the bully made $9,000, and I got liquidated. This so it's really bad. I there was this comment from Hex on Air. I don't know which Asian language he's speaking of. Like, Terima kasih banyak.
I
I,
think it's Malayu.
yeah, because uh, in
It's
Hindi or
Bahasa.
even
Yeah.
sounds like Bahasa, but in like Hindi and in Punjabi, like Teri maa ki is like it's kind of a bad word. Like te, Teri maa ki is your mother's.
Oh,
It means
Indonesian
your
Bahasa.
mother's.
Yeah.
Talking about weird languages.
Other thing.
Yes.
What the fuck's a Turner's Days off?
It means that they never close their doors.
No.
Yeah, I first of all, I thought it was like Thursday and Wednesday off, but
No.
yeah, I think Papa, it's more what Papa says, like we are only closed on imaginary days. That is, we are open 24/7.
Yeah,
Um,
Nam Nam wants to know what the punchline was. Your mother's what?
Usually, like if we say like Teri maa ki aankh, your mother's eye, which is kind of a euphemistic way of saying your mother's. You can use whichever body part you want to use after that.
Oh, it's like
But
the fiery eye of Sauron type of eye.
yeah,
Ah, that's accurate.
so, sorry, just coming back to this. Whoever wrote Tennis Day has to go back to English school because the Chinese word at the bottom says Thursday. That actually means number 4. So the 4th day of the week is a Thursday. So what he's trying to say is, I'm off on Thursday. I don't know where he got the idea of adding,
That's
Thursday.
funny. So
Weird.
wrong.
I think does it look like they're two different colors of ink? Maybe they changed it and thought that was the way to just quickly change Wednesday to Thursday.
If I were to read just the maroon colors, it would be like Thurnoff. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Right,
I don't know.
exactly. By the way, those kanji in Japanese, isn't the first one week and the fourth, and then the number 4?
Yep.
So
So
it's
the
like-
4th day of the week.
Right, but we've got a different kanji for Thursday. It's the day of the tree, right?
Yeah. I think, is it?
Am I right? Am I wrong?
I think it's Moku. Yeah, it is. It is.
So why I wonder why we being the Japanese have adapted the Chinese, but they didn't just simply take those two that already have a similar meaning in Japanese and use them as well to mean Thursday. That would have been useful.
They
Just
just
number
have
the
to
days
be
of the
different.
week. Yeah, well. So you can't read Mokuyobi as you'd be laughing, saying, "What does it mean? What does Mokuyobi mean in kanji?" The way
Wood
the Japanese
days.
use it, huh? Wood days, right? Yeah.
I used to call it wood days. Like
Welcome to Wood days.
wood days. Like what?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's funny. It's like
that's Japanese.
It is Japanese. It's like we adapt things and we make them better, says the Japanese.
Yep. Now let me see.
Morning wood days. That's every days, man.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I'll wake up to a wood.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Anyways, like uh, we went completely off rails, but like I was expecting some hard questions in chat, but there aren't any, and
Oh,
we already discussed what we already did.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, while we're still on days of the week and kanji, happy Midish May, everyone.
Isn't that every day?
It's every day. That's why I wish you a happy one. Happy Midish maybe.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh, I have completely forgotten about it. Like now, yeah, it was a sacrifice. We can just wait. Hope our sacrifice is honored. We are given
The African
a
priest
blessing.
is looking into it.
Hey, if I can turn the clock back, I actually did forget to tell a joke for the last stream for Father's Day. I don't know if anyone cares for a joke now. It's so bloody boring anyway.
Oh please, oh please, a joke
Okay.
in the vein of Father's Day by middle class working man. I would like to hear one.
All right. Here we go. So, my 5-year-old son was reading a story about a... What?
Sorry, wasn't that?
What?
Was that it?
No, I haven't started yet. What?
I'm sorry.
In America,
continue.
kids don't read until they're like 20. So that's probably why he thought it was a joke.
Okay. Really? Is that what you thought, Papa?
Something like that. Yes. Please
Okay.
continue.
Anyway.
Begin
so if-
again. Sans
Yes.
my outburst.
So my 5-year-old son reads a story about a king. So he asks his mum and says, "Mum, I want 3 wives." And he goes, "Why do you need 3 wives?" He goes, "Because one will cook, one will sing, and one will take a bath for me." And mum goes, which wife is going to put you to sleep then?" And he tells his mum, "No, mum, I will still sleep with you." And his mum's eyes filled with tears. And he says, "God bless you, son." And then mum says, hang on. "But who will sleep with your 3 wives?"
What?
Hold on. I'm already laughing, but anyway. He said, well, let my 3 wives sleep with Daddy." And then the daddy's eyes filled with tears. "God bless you, son."
That's a good one. I know the wife wasn't happy about that.
Oh, shit.
I like the wife that takes a bath for you. So you don't have to take one yourself, right?
5-year-olds, man. You know how that goes.
She just gets when to do my homework, when to feed me chocolate, and when to take my bath for me.
And one to put head and shoulders.
Hey man, that's I'm not just putting that on my head either. I got a lather down under, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, you actually did put it on your head, did you not?
Well, there's
There you
some
go.
up there, yes, but yeah, it's good stuff. It
No,
grows
it's good
hair,
to
as you
work.
can see.
Oh, shit. Let's see. Well, what else have we got here? Oh, Papa, do you still have a cat?
I do.
Okay. Still in trouble,
I mean-
or
What? Still trouble? No,
is no?
he's doing plenty good. My wife nursed him back to health, and now he's a very good-looking cat.
Yes,
Why?
one wife stays.
What's
What?
this wind-up for?
I don't think so on that one.
Hey, JFK 666 could have actually cracked the puzzle as to why I'm so bald. I've been using Nair hair remover on my head, instead of head
Is
and
that the trick?
shoulders.
Is that the trick?
It is. Yes. Woe is me. It's been there all along. And yes, Dorsey is correct. My wife has a very
What?
strong pussy.
Okay. I don't know how that has evolved. It's so degenerate, but anyway. No, your cat's good. That's good.
Yeah, the cat, that's
Hey,
her cat.
Do you know if cats play tic-tac-toe?
I don't know, middle class. Do cats play tic-tac-toe?
I think they do.
Please
Shit.
tell me.
Where's the bloody clip? There we go.
Wow, that's funny.
You can tell that you can absolutely tell that they had that, like that kitty spray, and they sprayed it on the squares, and the cat just sniffs it.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's great.
What is this, D? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Nam-
there was another article where you were talking about the $4 billion in Bitcoin miner loans which are under stress.
Yep.
This was another.
Well, are they?
What?
That's the story.
Oh, please, God,
I
no.
really.
Well, that's not crypto, so it doesn't matter what they do. It's irrelevant.
That's true. That's true.
Yep.
Not relevant. It's not relevant to what we got going on whatsoever.
Did you want to say something, D?
I think it's completely a rumor, but you can never tell. But the thing is, Celsius is bound towards bankruptcy, and if you, I think Richard Hart had tweeted a few weeks ago, like they had updated the what you call terms of service. So in case they go bankrupt, you cannot get your assets. They will be used as a part of their the liquidation. So your assets will not be yours.
That's sad.
So and but so yeah, and Goldman Sachs is definitely already into crypto, and yeah, they will be buying up Bitcoin at a
They're into
steep
fake crypto, not real crypto. Entities like that can engage in real crypto. It's important that everybody understand that. They cannot. It's literally outside their scope of fiduciary responsibility and goes against everything that they stand for. Not what they're doing. So please, 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 I beg you all, speak about this shit correctly. It's important. Otherwise, we're no different than Goldman Sachs, and we're not fucking Goldman Sachs by any cut of the cloth. So it's important that all these new people that come across this information understand that that is not crypto at all. Not. Period.
Yeah. Pardon my vernacular. I am still learning to use the use appropriate terms in
For sure.
cryptocurrency. But
Yeah, for sure.
basically, I am saying they might buy up, but I don't think they can really buy up the physical, or what you call, actual Bitcoin or
Right.
Ethereum directly. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's correct.
So they might. I don't know. I have no idea how.
What
Even
they can
if
do,
it is true.
what they
Uh,
could do is try to set
sorry.
up a special
What can
purpose
they do?
vehicle. That's all they could really do. And that special purpose vehicle, the language in that special purpose vehicle would be written in such a way that would allow them to try to engage. But then again, is where they get the money. They would have to do a capital raise and all of this. It would be a whole thing. And not to say it's not done, just saying that it's a process. don't go by the headlines and just wait to see what happens, because there's certain information that they can't hide because they're a public entity. So that's the whole point of that.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyways, they can come up with capital easily. Like
Oh yeah, sure.
they already they are just sitting next to the money printer, so that won't ever be a problem.
Yep. But the thing is
Just
the problem will come in if investors get mad and sue. That's where the problem comes in. That's why they have to be careful. That's all.
mm, yeah, post facto.
Right. That's it. Because it's one thing to say, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And then it's another thing for investors to come back and be like, hey, you never even do this. Why'd you do this? And why'd you get us to do it? Because that's kind of what 2007, 2008 was all about, when they were selling these credit default swaps to people that didn't know what they were buying, or selling them the sell side. Like all these entities that went bankrupt in 2008 and 9, how did it happen? Because they were on the other side of the Michael Berrys and those people that crushed it. That's why. And Goldman was brokering, well, not Goldman, but Wall Street was making a market between both sides. And anybody that got in between, pension funds, etc., they went bust or felt some real pain. So that's what this is all like. All of this crap, it matters. Like they can put out all the headlines they want, but it just doesn't work that way. And it's important that people understand that, because first of all, they can't engage in real crypto just because they can't, because that's not what they're for. So just based on that alone, take their ass to court, sue them, make them go bankrupt. Period. Like that's the way it works, because they're outside of their scope, they're outside of their reason to exist. Like for example, when you're born, you get a birth certificate, and that birth certificate says all these things about you. When a company is born, it's the same damn thing, and it can't deviate outside of those words. And that's kind of the point.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, and yeah, to know more, I would suggest everybody to watch I'm going to call it the Crisis trilogy because it's The Big Short, Margin Call, and what's the third one? Like Too Big to Fail. The three, all
Hmm.
three movies cover the same topic, the 2008 crisis, and the third one you can skip maybe, but Big Short and Margin Call, if you like look into it, they look at the financial crisis from kind of opposite point of views. Like uh, Big Short is from the point of view of investors, and Margin Call is from the point of view of bankers. So if you watch them simultaneously, like you, it's quite educating. Hmm. Anyways, uh, Nom
All
Nom
right.
had a question. Where
Well,
can
spelled wrong though.
Just go watch my first like 5 or 6 videos, bro. They're long, but they're long for a reason.
Yep.
yeah?
Ha, you stupid, bro.
Oh,
No,
He's not
he's,
here, but you know,
points.
Hilarious.
but good points.
Well, he's around here somewhere. We just can't see him.
Oh yeah. Anyway.
Nobody
but
move.
like Wales videos are excellent, but I don't think there is like we can recommend any specific channel or
Yeah, there really isn't one.
yeah, there isn't just like one source. You have to just keep on digging and learning and trying to verify. Like whether it is true or not. It's a long process. You have to do it on your own. So the other good thing on available is the MIT course, MIT openware course, where Gary Gensler is lecturing about cryptocurrency. I I'll link it's a playlist on YouTube. I'll link it in the
Be back.
comment section later. Yeah, it- it's definitely, at least you get to know what is in the mind of the SEC director. Is the director or secretary, sorry, of the SEC.
SEC. Yep.
So so you will at least know where the SEC legislation regarding crypto is headed towards. That's definitely worth watching.
Yep.
And of
Cool.
course, you have to, if you want to really learn about crypto, subscribe to HexAsians. You will get your all the important questions answered, and all the insider information, all everything you need about crypto right here. You just need to ask the right questions.
Speaking of Gacha Padam, are you going to be singing that today, D-Raj?
No, it's a bit too high tempo for me. And uh,
We can slow it down.
I
no,
I
the
will
thing
take that
is,
challenge. I will slow it down by 4x for you, minus
For you,
one.
D-Raj. So then you have no other excuse.
I'm not really getting the complete lyrics of the internet. Uh, I, like the it's in Bengali. I kind of understand it, but I'm still trying to practice it like little bit. I'll try definitely to do that now, but mm, that but the thing is, he's trying to, like, the and I read the lyrics. So what he's singing is like he's trying to barter old stuff for peanuts. That's what he is doing. Like, you can, this chain it bought, like, the mobile body is worth 5 taka, or that's Bengali for a rupee kind of thing, 5
Uh-huh.
taka. The, so for for an old mobile body, you would get so much peanuts, the kind of thing. Anyways,
All right.
or yeah, maybe I like what Ahmad Nabil is saying. I'll sing it when Pulse Chain will come out.
Oh,
You've got 6 months, D. 6 months.
not 6 months. Stop it. It's
6 months later.
No. It's soon. It's 4 more weeks.
But see, Punjabi MC, I have tried, maybe too many requests piling up. No, the thing is, after Pulse Chain comes out, I'll be launching my own token, and I'll be only singing songs for which I am paid in those tokens. So you see, that's how it will work. It will have real world utility. You'll probably.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, beautiful people. I think we've waited long enough. Is it outro time?
Gacha Padam.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Hey, chats, all 38 of you. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. It's
Thank you
no
very
news,
much,
slow
everyone.
news
Yep.
night. As usual, I think it will be like this for I don't know, probably a couple of months.
Unlike
I'd
other
say.
communities, though, Hexicans don't go into the bear market sitting in their cave and sleeping through it. We hold together and we laugh because we're staked and we're earning trustless yield every day. So when we get an uptrend, even in this bear market, we are partying our asses off.
Yep. You don't have to be poor.
Pretty much.
Any last words, D?
No, nothing. Good night, everyone. Shubhratri, Shabba Khair.
Shabbatri Shagabakar.
What? Go shake a tree, go shake your back hair? What?
Shake your back hair.
Shubhratri, good night, and Shabba Khair means God bless.
Nice. All right. With those words,
Stake it and go.
has to be said. Anyway. All right. Enjoy the rest of the week, people, and we will be back again next week. See ya.
Peace.
Oh, shit. Where's the button? Oh, there we go.
Where's the button?
Where's the
No.
Just freeze.
Well, Wales, you know my menu. It's like it's a mess.
Yeah,
But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, I found it.
Alan Vizame, musical damage.
Ellen, go back to work. But anyway. All right. We'll see you on the next week.
Good night.
I badana se palo mata churi mala diye mobile body bhanga diye badam mobile body gulo pasi se kadam tat saman tunga badam taren I badana se palo mata churi mala diye mobile body bhanga diye badam mobile body gulo pasi se kadam tat saman tunga badam taren badam badam tat kacha badam amaga tinai ko bubu badam 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 tat kacha badam amaga tinai ko bubu badam 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 da da badam 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 da da badam 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 da da badam 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 amaga tinai ko bubu badam